Tausif here. I am back with another live stream. Thank you for joining me on a Sunday afternoon. It is 3:30 p.m. here in Madison, Wisconsin, and a slightly different schedule compared to my previous live streams. And the reason I'm doing this live stream at 3:30 p.m., I just couldn't wait until evening. I thought um, there is a breaking news update that I wanted to share with everyone. And so I just wanted to do a live stream at 3:30 p.m. That's the earliest I could do it. So before I jump in, let's see who's joining. Terry is here. Terry writes, so excited. Thank you. And let me see who else joins. Maybe I should wait a few moments. Please, as you are joining this live stream, just let me know where you're joining from, what city, what state you are in, and so please say hello so I can see in the chat window. Let me wait a few more moments. I see more people are joining. Welcome to this live stream. As you are joining, please write what city, what state you are joining from. And as I was saying, it's a slightly different schedule than my other live streams. So I'll jump right into the discussion today. And there is breaking news. Breaking news. And some of you may already know this. If you are paying attention, if you are receiving breaking news updates on your phones, then you may already know this. And this is pertaining to the presidential race. And the breaking news is that Ron DeSantis has dropped out of the presidential race. Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, presidential candidate, has dropped out of the presidential race. And as he dropped out of the race, Ron DeSantis endorsed Donald Trump. That is the breaking news this afternoon. It's a beautiful Sunday, and we got this breaking news. My friends, let me share with you. Today, it's January the 21st. On January 18th of 2024, just a few days ago, on Thursday, I said during my live stream on YouTube, right here on this channel, I said during a live stream that Ron DeSantis should endorse Donald Trump. And in a little bit, I'm going to play that clip of that replay of that live stream. So please give me a minute. And I said some other things. I said during that live stream on January the 18th that Ron DeSantis is a great governor. I said that he's very popular in Florida. And I also said that 2024 is probably not the best year for him to run for president. These are the things I said during my live stream on January 18th, just a few days ago. And I also said that Ron DeSantis can continue to run, but I feel that he may not be able to secure the nomination. And I also said that Ron DeSantis has got a great future. He's fairly young, and so in the years ahead, Ron DeSantis can run for president again. And then I said the following. I said on my live stream on January the 18th, here's what I think would be a good course of action for Ron DeSantis. I think it's time for Mr. Ron DeSantis to endorse Trump. I said that on January 18th, and this is January the 21st, on YouTube during a live stream. And you can go and look at the replay of the live stream. Just go to the 17 minutes and 5 seconds time mark. And what I'm going to do is play. I've got my laptop here. I am going to play that moment from my live stream on January the 18th when I said that Ron DeSantis should endorse Donald Trump. So I don't know if you can see this clearly. I'm going to play the clip here so you can take a look. And let me Make sure the sound is going to be okay. Okay, let's see. So here's what I think would be a good course of action for Ron DeSantis, okay? Now I'm talking about Ron DeSantis again. And are you ready for what I'm about to say next? Let me tell you. Here's what I think Ron DeSantis should do. I think it's time for Mr. Ron DeSantis to endorse Donald Trump. So I just played that again. And that's from January the 18th of 2024, right here on my YouTube channel. I said that during a live stream. And many of you watched me say that live. And I just wanted to replay that for you. You can go to my live stream if you want to listen to the whole discussion. And what I played was starting from the time mark of 17 minutes and 5 seconds. And so on January the 18th, I just keep repeating this. On January the 18th, I said Ron DeSantis should endorse Donald Trump. And this is January the 21st. And that's the breaking news. Ron DeSantis has endorsed Donald Trump. My friends, Mr. DeSantis made a very wise decision. My appreciation for Governor DeSantis has grown. He's a great governor, and I wish him all the very best as he continues being the governor of Florida. And his endorsement for Donald Trump will help unite Republicans in 2024. Ron DeSantis' endorsement is going to be extremely valuable and will help unite Republicans. And Donald Trump reacted to this endorsement. Donald Trump said that he's very honored to have his endorsement. So this is wonderful news for Republicans. And Terry, my friend, writes, United we stand. Absolutely. So you see, we are getting stronger. The conservatives, the Republicans, I think in the days and weeks and months ahead, we will see more unity. Now, there's one more thing I want to mention, which I have to mention because it's important. This breaking news, it's not good news for Nikki Haley, especially right before the New Hampshire primary. My friends, let me just tell you, and I've said this before, Nikki Haley is a very successful political figure. There's no doubt about that. And as I said previously, she inspires a lot of young women who want to be in politics. But 2024 is not the year for Nikki Haley. She is still in the race. She continues with her campaign, but I don't see a pathway for her to get the GOP nomination. Let's recap the Iowa caucus. At the Iowa caucus, Nikki Haley ranked third. She was not able to secure the second position. I mean, getting the number one position was pretty impossible because before the Iowa caucus, Trump was very much ahead in the polls, and predictably at the Iowa caucus, he was number one. But Nikki Haley was not able to secure the number two position. She ranked third. Ron DeSantis was number two. And the person who ranked second at the Iowa caucus, Ron DeSantis, has now endorsed Donald Trump. So I think it is time for Nikki Haley to endorse Donald Trump. If Nikki Haley continues with her campaign, I wonder what the results of the New Hampshire primary will be. Trump is going to win New Hampshire. And I'm pretty certain about that. And as of now, I don't see a pathway for Nikki Haley to get the GOP nomination. And so, Ron DeSantis, a very wise person, made the right decision. And Ron DeSantis has a great future. I mean, he's the incumbent governor of Florida, and he's very popular. and he's a strong Republican, so he's got a great future. Nikki Haley, she's also very successful, so I think she should make the wise decision. I think it's time for her to make the wise decision of endorsing Donald Trump. But is she going to do that? I don't know. If we look at the reality, if we look at the, let me just see some comments here. Well, I'm seeing some comments about Nikki Haley. Well, it's Trump versus Nikki Haley now, and Trump is leading. He is clearly the front runner. If we look at the reality, Trump is the person who will get the GOP nomination. Now, if Trump wins New Hampshire primary by a large margin, he's going to be stronger as a candidate going forward. And he may win South Carolina next month by a massive margin. In politics, my friends, people have dreams and aspirations, but then we have to look at the reality. You cannot ignore the reality. I mean, no one's stopping you from dreaming. Dream, because unless you dream, you can't be successful. So you have to have dream. You have to set goals. You have to have objectives. You have to work hard. You have to achieve, and you have to be successful. And in politics, just like in life in general, you have to have dreams. But then you have to look at reality. And the reality is that Trump is the most likely candidate to get the GOP nomination. And the reality is that I don't see a pathway for Nikki Haley to be the presidential nominee from the Republican Party. So Nikki Haley can continue with her campaign, and we'll see what the people of New Hampshire decide. It's coming up, the primary, in a couple days. So overall, it's Sunday, January 21st of 2024. It's a great day for Republicans. The people are united, and with the endorsement from Ron DeSantis, Donald Trump's campaign is going to become even stronger than before. The DeSantis supporters, I believe most of them will support Trump. That's my observation. That's my analysis. If you disagree with me, you can let me know. Okay, that's why I encourage people to share with me their thoughts and comments. So if you have some different predictions, you can let me know. But I think that the Ron DeSantis supporters, most of them, will support Trump. Now, some may support Nikki Haley, but probably not many. That's my observation. That's my analysis. Let's remember, my friends, the Republicans have to unite, and they have to remain united if we want to win back the White House. If we want to see a Republican president, then the Republicans have to be united. And today is a great day for Republicans. Let me see the comment. Haley has other considerations. Okay, I'm going to read that comment here. A viewer writes, Haley has other considerations. She's building name recognition for future political ambitions. I see a thumbs up. Well, I think that's true. I think by continuing to campaign, Haley is trying to build up her name recognition beyond South Carolina. And previously, she held important offices. She was the governor of South Carolina, and she was the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations. Let's remember, it was during the Trump administration that Haley was the U.S. ambassador to the UN, and now she's running against Trump. And that's and the Republicans can see that, and that's not turning out to be very favorable for Nikki Haley, because she's clearly behind in the polls. And whether you trust polls or not, that's your decision. But even from general observation, we know that Trump is far, far ahead in the race, and Nikki Haley is far behind. Now, if we think about what kind of future political ambitions Nikki Haley may have, well, maybe she's running this time and maybe she wants to run for president again in the future. That's very likely. But if Trump becomes the president, will there be a place for Nikki Haley in Donald Trump's administration? Will she be appointed to any cabinet position? I would love to hear your thoughts on that, but I don't know. I'm not going to make any predictions about it. But um, let me just tell you, this 2024 is not the year for Nikki Haley. It was not the year for Ron DeSantis, and Ron DeSantis probably realized that, which is why he dropped out and he endorsed Donald Trump. Well, Terry writes, LOL, maybe the United Nations again. Okay, so let's talk about that. Okay, Terry, I'm going to discuss that. Do you think that if Donald Trump becomes the president again, that the U.S. ambassador to the UN will be Nikki Haley again? How likely is that, especially after this campaign? I don't know. Um, some predictions I will just not make. Okay, but you can let me know your thoughts. You can let me know your thoughts. I am looking forward to seeing what kind of an administration Trump will have, um, because I'm hoping that he will be the president. Um, Let me read a comment here. A viewer writes, I've heard she's reportedly targeting highly educated and fiscally conservative professionals, a demographic that has shown strong support for her in New Hampshire. Um, yeah, so there are political consultants, there are various political analysts, people who do different polls, and they look at a state, they look at the different demographic features of that state, and then the campaign professionals who are experts at doing that, who do campaigns for a living, they know, looking at a candidate, how to run a campaign in a state. They give advice. They look at different population groups, and they target their campaign ads. They target their speeches. They campaign in certain locations to try to gain support. But I look at, just as an observer, I look at the overall country, and what I see is people are frustrated when they look at the border crisis. People are frustrated when they go out grocery shopping and they look at the price tags. And I mentioned previously in one of my live streams, I believe, that there are hardworking American citizens who go grocery shopping and they have a budget and they get stuff from the shelf and they fill up their cart, and then before they check out, as they're doing the mental math of how much the total may be at the checkout register, they decide to leave some stuff behind. They decide to take some stuff out of their shopping cart and put those back on the shelf. And that's very heartbreaking when Americans have to do that. I mean, people work hard and they still cannot afford groceries. They still cannot afford necessities. And if you drive a vehicle and you're pumping gas and you pay high prices at the gas, I mean, all of that contributes towards the frustration that people in America are experiencing in general. And so people are craving for strong leadership. And we have seen in the past that Donald Trump was a great leader. The economy was doing really well. Obviously, a lot of people had objections when they read his tweets. But, don't you love that quality in a leader, that whatever is on his mind, he's expressing that? Now, you may disagree with what Donald Trump is sharing on social media. But then that transparency is a good thing. The more leaders speak, the more statements they give, the more they express what they have in mind, the more the people in America know that you know what's on your leader's mind. So I think people complained about Donald Trump's tweets, but it was a good thing that he was tweeting and sharing what's on his mind. Because if you have a president who's not talking to the media, who's not doing interviews, who's not tweeting, or who's not posting statements, then you are wondering what's going on. What is the president thinking? What is the leader thinking? So, I was never frustrated by Donald Trump's tweets. I liked the fact that he was tweeting. Whether you agreed with his tweets, whether you disagreed with his tweets, the fact that he was communicating with the people in a way that was accessible. I mean, anyone could open Twitter and read what he's tweeting. So that was a good thing, okay? That's my thoughts. And so in New Hampshire, in other states, maybe in South Carolina, I'm sure the Nikki Haley campaign is working on targeting certain populations and seeing where she may be able to win support. But at the end of the day, people in general are frustrated because of inflation, because of border crisis, because of rising crime in communities, because of international conflicts, because of just like overall unrest around the world. So people want a leader who can strengthen our relationship with our allies, a leader who can govern, as people say, peace through strength. So we need a leader who can bring peace through strength, a leader who can fix the problems that we are facing in this country, a leader who can take our economy back on the right track, a leader who can bring back confidence, a leader who can, right now we have economic uncertainty. We need a leader who can bring back certainty, who can bring back stability. And so if you look at the way Donald Trump governed, the economy was good. So I think people are hungry for strong leadership, bold leadership. People are hungry for an honest leader. And that's why the support for Donald Trump keeps growing every single day. And one of his strongest opponents in this Republican primary, Ron DeSantis, has now endorsed Trump. And Trump is going to be stronger than ever before. Vivek Ramaswamy endorsed Trump. Ron DeSantis endorsed Trump. In Florida, Marco Rubio, Rick Scott endorsed Trump. In South Carolina, Lindsey Graham, Tim Scott endorsed Trump. Ted Cruz, remember Ted Cruz, 2016? There was a heated battle between Ted Cruz and Donald Trump in the primary. And Ted Cruz endorsed Trump for 2024. And the list is long. I won't be able to mention the entire list of names of prominent political figures who endorsed Trump. You can search for that list on the internet. But the most important thing to keep in mind is that we have to win back the White House. We need a strong leader in the Oval Office. And you look on the Democratic side, Joe Biden, that's weak leadership. And who else is running on the Democratic side? Congressman Dean Phillips. Do you know who Congressman Dean Phillips is? He's from Minnesota. He's running against Joe Biden. And now the names of Michelle Obama and Gavin Newsom are floating. Gavin Newsom, look at California. Look at the illegal immigration problem in California. Look at the economy. And so if you want strong, bold leadership, there's only one name. That's Donald Trump. And so every day going forward, I think that Donald Trump is going to be stronger as a candidate the support for him will keep growing. With Ron DeSantis's endorsement, I think this is going to add a lot of energy and enthusiasm in the Trump campaign. And so that's why I say it's time for Nikki Haley. I understand that she may have future political dreams. Maybe she wants to run for president again, and that she can do. There are future elections. She can run for president in the future, but 2024, based on my observation of the reality, 2024 is not the year for Nikki Haley. So it's time for Nikki Haley to endorse Donald Trump. Is she going to do that? I don't know. And that's all I wanted to share with you. Let me take a look at the chat window. Sally writes, "You are right." Thank you, Sally. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for everyone who joined me for this live stream today. It's an exciting Sunday afternoon. And, as a conservative in Madison, Wisconsin, I am excited to see Ron DeSantis endorsing Trump. I'm very happy for Donald Trump, and I wish him all the best. I think this election is going to be a great election, and I think Donald Trump will win. So Terry writes, "Thank you." Thank you, Terry, for tuning in. And thank you for staying connected with my channel. And if you share the link to my channel with your friends, family members, and neighbors, I would really appreciate that. I think right before the live stream started, I checked and saw that I have 970 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I would love to see it get to 1,000. And from there, I would love to see it grow, because I love to exercise my First Amendment right to free speech. I want to share my thoughts, my views, my opinions with the world. I love hearing from my viewers. And as I keep saying, if you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree with me, let me know, because I believe in dialogue. I believe in exchange of information. I believe in sharing of knowledge. And so the more subscribers I get, the more I can spread my message, the more I can interact with my fellow Americans. So Sally writes, "Hit like." Thank you, Sally. Thank you for liking. I will end this live stream now. Great day for Donald Trump. Great day for Republicans. And so with that, I'm ending this live stream, and I'll be back again with more videos, more live streams. So please stay connected with me, and don't forget to visit my website, tausifanam.net. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful Sunday.